I received a call from somebody and they said that they got a complaint for eviction from their landlord because they weren't able to pay their rent. And they said, what do I do? Well, I'm Attorney Stuart Sandweiss, and I'm here to tell you that if you got a complaint for eviction, you are not alone. You know, every year thousands of people get complaints for eviction where they haven't paid their rent and their landlord wants to evict them. Really, what the landlord wants to do is recover the rent. I'm standing today in front of the 47th District Court, where I've been here many times for eviction cases, where a landlord is just seeking to get paid. In fact, there are attorneys that all they do is go from court to court just trying to get people to pay their rent. Well, what happens if you can't do that? Well, one of the things you could do is try and work out a deal with the plaintiff's attorney, with the attorney for the place that you're renting, and see if you could work it out time to pay. If you can't do that, then go ahead, demand a jury. What a jury will do is buy you some time. It'll say to the judge, you got to say to the judge, hey, there's some issues as to why I can't pay the rent. I need some time. There was a problem with the apartment. I want them to fix it, so I want a jury. Well, what the judge is going to do is going to order what's called escrow. And starting 7 days after the date of the hearing, the judge will likely say you have to place your rent into escrow while the case is pending. Now, if you're really stuck and you can't pay it, before you go to court, before the case gets called, you can file bankruptcy. Filing bankruptcy, depending upon what type of bankruptcy you file, will allow two things happen. Number one, if you file a Chapter 13, if you want to stay in the apartment, if you want to stay in the house, if you want to continue renting, you can file a Chapter 13 and pay the arrearage over a period of 3 to 5 years, as long as you continue to make the monthly rent payments. If you can't do that and you want to just discharge the monthly rent payments, well, then you can file a Chapter 7. What you can do then is you have to do it before you get a judgment of eviction. And if you file a Chapter 7, it will stop the landlord-tenant case. Chances are the landlord will move to what's called lifting the automatic stay, meaning they'll get permission to come back to court. You're going to have to find someplace else to live, but if you owe thousands of dollars in back rent and you qualify for a Chapter 7, you will likely be able to discharge the back rent and not have to pay it, but you will have to find someplace else to live. So those are things as to how to defend an eviction. And if you have any questions about it or need some advice, please feel free to send me an email or give me a call, and I'll be happy to help you.